Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. First, I want to thank our mayor, Mayor Daniel Lurie, for his leadership, his continuing this amazing tradition of co-sponsoring this special and the only official city hall in California. And one of the few in the nation. I also want to start by thanking our amazing fiscal sponsor, the San Francisco Building Trades, along with the SF Labor Council, especially Rudy, Kim, and Hang. Where are they? I know they're here. Oh, there you guys. And thank you to all of our amazing sponsors, including IRA Capital, Fariha Halili and Shazia Khan, San Francisco State University with their amazing students, Chinatown Community Development Center, San Francisco Firefighters Local 798, and SF New Deal. And thank you to my amazing planning committee, Kashif Abdullah, where's Kashif? Commissioner Asil Farah, there he goes. Look how cute he is with his traditional Yemeni outfit. Mohammed Yasser, one of our union leaders. Deputy Controller Hasib Imran, where's Hasib? And the newest member, Zach Khan. Where's Zach Khan? Thank you, Zach. We'll be honoring some folks tonight, but before we do that, I wanted to just say a few words before I introduce our amazing mayor. Ramadan is a special time. As many of you know, I always share my favorite hadith, which is feed the people and greet those whom you know and those you do not know. And that's what we're doing tonight. And that's what we should be doing every single day. There's so much hate right now, coming from our president, coming from Congress people. We have women's hijabs being pulled off. We have kids being spit on Muni. We have people scared to go walk to school. We have people scared to go to the mosque. We have people using churches as a safe space of worship. We have hate. But we also have such amazing allies, like John McCormick of CCDC, who doesn't get enough credit for the work that he does on the grounds and on the street, like SF New Deal, like Jacob and Sarah, like Matt Haney, who just announced a bill 2017, which will make both Eids legal holidays, so students don't have to choose between celebrating their Eid and having to miss their exams. And amongst all this, we have so many loving people. And so when people call us barbarians, when they call us animals, you look around and you see how beautiful our brothers and sisters are, how kind and generous they are. They're firefighters, like Battalion Chief Dustin Wynn. They're doctors, they're innovators. They're partners at law firms like Babak. We are not just Americans, we are patriots. And we do everything every single day because it's our civic duty and it's our constitutional right. We have so much hope and love and so many amazing allies that we should be very, very proud of who we are, all the things that we have accomplished, and the things that we do in San Francisco, our small businesses built San Francisco. All those grocery stores now, and our allies, especially in the Asian community, the Black community, the Latino community, and all of the communities. So we want to say thank you on behalf of this community. We are honored to be with you. We're honored that you're breaking fast with us. And one of the biggest allies we're having now is our mayor. I'm so excited about this mayor. Everyone's like, what's wrong with you, Hala? You act like he's your man. Well, he is our man. He's not my man, because Becca will kill me. But he is our man, and he is our mayor. And he's already doing things that a lot of folks have not done. He's already gone to mosques. He's already visited places of worship. He's gone to so many iftars more than me. I really believe he has more Muslim friends than I do. And he's really cares about faith, cares about our youth, cares about our safety, cares about us building back together. So I just want to say that this mayor is doing great, and he has done so much great work. And the last mayor to do such great work for the mayor was Mayor Willie Brown. So he is doing amazing. So let's get our mayor up here.
Thank you, Hala. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon all of you, and Ramadan Mubarak. I want to say good evening, everyone. It is an honor to be here in City Hall for this Ramadan Iftar and to share in this moment of reflection. I want to thank all of you, all the civic leaders. There are so many people in this city that make it go and run beautifully. I also want to shout out, I have a long list to shout out. Hala, is this my job to shout out every elected official here? Or you're doing that? Oh, good. Because I know I'm going to miss people. I want to recognize Hala. I want to the Muslim Impact Council, and all of the inspiring young people who are here today. To all of you and the Muslim Americans across the city, Ramadan Kareem. Now, I was meeting with a few of you upstairs in my office before, and I asked you what fasting and what this period of Ramadan meant to you. And what came back to me was that this is a period of reflection and devotion and of cleansing and of healing and renewing focus and a renewed connection to faith. Last Friday, with Hala and Yosef Azim, last Friday I had the opportunity to visit the Islamic Society of San Francisco in the Tenderloin. I walked in, there were hundreds and hundreds of people praying, and they all greeted me with open arms. A Jewish man welcomed by so many of a different faith. I was really moved by that welcome and by seeing so many people in our city praying freely. That sense of community is what our city and the iftars that you all have held across this city, that's what this represents. Families, friends, and neighbors gathering as we do tonight in the spirit of fellowship. Now, you all heard me say this last year, and Hala has mentioned it before. I am the son of a rabbi, and I grew up understanding how faith traditions guide people not only in worship, because for me, I'll be honest, there wasn't lots of worship, but it was in how we cared for each other, how we cared for community. Gatherings like this one are a powerful reminder that while our traditions may be different, the values at their heart compassion, service, humility, and responsibility to one another. Those are deeply shared. As the Quran teaches, whoever does an atom's weight of good will see its results. Even the smallest acts of kindness can make a profound difference. Here in San Francisco, we see those acts of service every day. Muslim Americans and the many communities gathered here tonight continue to shape our city through leadership and innovation. They are the builders, the city officials, the first responders, the bus drivers, the teachers, the small business owners whose ideas create new opportunities, they strengthen our neighborhoods, and they move this city forward. Our shared values also require us to stand up to the hate that we do see too often. And I want to be crystal clear. Islamophobia and hate of any kind have no home here in San Francisco. Every person in this beautiful city hall tonight and throughout our city, every person deserves to worship in safety. Every child deserves to learn in dignity, and every family belongs here. And as your mayor, your safety is my non-negotiable priority. Now, Hala brought this up, but we're living in a world where there is incentive to divide us. And tonight reminds us all that our greatest strength lies in our ability to come together across faiths and cultures, to care for our neighbors and to work toward a more compassionate and hopeful future. We can choose to take the news in that is bombarding us every single day and choose to say, it's too much of a burden, there's too much hate. I was talking with my wife just about an hour ago, and we were talking about how it can feel overwhelming, all the worries and all the concerns that we have for our two young children. We have a war going on. We have so many difficulties and challenges in this city, but how I choose to think about it is that it's in this room and so many people who go out every single day and despite all of the challenges that we face, decide that we're going to find common ground, we're going to work together to rebuild and to continue to build upon what has been happening this past year in our city. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of good things happening in our city. And tonight is another example of how great our city is when we come together. So thank you for the opportunity to share this evening with you all. Ramadan Mubarak.
We decided to do something special this year. One of my brothers calls me an elder. Someone called me, I forgot the other word they used. And I realized we also need, Rudy's laughing. We realized a lot of us have been here a long time. And sometimes we honor the very best when it's too late. And so we wanted to create the Ally Award. And the first two people to get the Ally Award are my former boss, Mayor Willie L. Brown Jr., and Malcolm Young of CCDC. So I'm going to just say a few remarks about Mayor Brown and bring him up to get his award. When I first met Mayor Brown, I was a young, hot thing, 24. so naive and so gullible, but he taught me everything that I know. And one of the things he taught me was about equity. One of the things that he taught me was about inclusion. And he would make us get these Excel spreadsheets to see how many women, how many men, how many young, how many Black, Latino, Asian, Muslim, Arab, Jewish. He wanted to make sure he did not leave anyone behind. And that's what we've learned. And so the special honor goes to this mayor because he had appointed the largest contingency of Muslims and Arabs in any administration. And that is in 1996. To have that, to have a public official, to have that ally, to have that brother, to have someone that was visionary to give kids like me at that time, a woman, a young woman, a Palestinian woman, a Muslim, an immigrant, the opportunity to serve in public service is not only an honor of a lifetime, but it's a responsibility to pay it forward. And so, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to and to honor former Mayor Willie Brown as one of the first inaugural Muslim Ally Leaders Award. And then just them by themselves.
I will sit. From the moment that I first met this young woman and she went to work with me, Mr. Mayor, I must tell you that we were not in this city hall. We were over across the street. Her job was to be responsive to the needs of people, as you have so eloquently stated. And as I said to you in private, your presentation was fabulous, really well done, and highly appropriate, consistent with what you know and you believe this city really should be. So thank you for being here on the night. I'm so honored, and thank all of you for the honor. Thank you.
The next one, we're running on time, so I'm going to do this. But I want Malcolm, and I want Suha. Come on, Suha. No fake humble. If you're from San Francisco, if you're about service, if you're about delivery of service, if you're about caring for the most marginalized, the most at need, the most at risk, the poorest of poor, and if you don't know Chinatown Development Community Center, then you do not belong in San Francisco. It is one of the best, most effective, impactful organizations in San Francisco and houses one of the largest Muslim and Arab communities, not only in San Francisco, but across California. And these two here, these two amazing folks, even though we're just honoring you, have really took care of the needs of the Muslim, especially the Yemeni community, especially the Iraqi community after the Iraq War. We have done so much. And so because of that, we are honoring Malcolm with the inaugural first ever Muslim Ally Leadership Award.
All right, Hala just told me I have 2 minutes, so I'm going to listen to her. Everyone should. First of all, to be one of the first recipients of this Community Ally Award is a little bit overwhelming. And when Hala called me about this to accept it, I actually asked her, are you confused with another Malcolm? Because like I'm a Chinese dude, right? But when she told me she was serious and she was sincere about it, I was really absolutely positively stunned. I was honored. I thought a lot about why this award would be coming to me. And I realized this award actually isn't about me. It's really about this community. It's really about the Muslim American community. And I want to just lift up the Muslim American community, the Yemeni community within our building in the Tenderloin at Tenderloin Family Housing. Chinatown CDC's mission is to build community, and it's to build community towards it's to build community towards being able to determine our own fates as communities, not to have things done to us, but to be in a position to have the power, to have the capacity to do the things we need to do for ourselves. And I have watched the leaders in that building step up and up and up again on so many different issues. It is inspiring. It is, for me, one of the reasons why I do this work, and I really have to credit them for this award, because many years ago, when we were having this conversation about how we can uplift and support this community, I know a lot of the residents wanted to start organizing a citywide dinner around Iftar. And now we're here in City Hall. That's absolutely stunning and amazing. Before I go, I also just have to thank my team at Tenderloin Family Housing. Soha was up here already. This award's actually for you, Soha. I mean, we all know that's true, so. Hala mentioned John McCormick, who is another crucial member of our team. And I also want to just acknowledge the newest member of our team there, Jabril, a young man over there at our table. I got a chance to learn a little bit about him the other day, and his story. I was like, holy cow, man, this is exactly who we want in our community, in our organization, in that building. He's a young man who grew up in San Francisco, volunteered at his mosque in the Tenderloin, then volunteered at the Tenderloin Community Business District, Kate Robinson, and then found his way to Chinatown CDC, and I was like, this guy's all about service. I am so glad he's here with us, so Jabril, thank you. And he's going to be supporting the young folks to be leaders as well. So I just want to thank Hala and this community for this award. It's a little bit overwhelming. Mr. Mayor, I want to thank you as well for your love of San Francisco. Every single inch of San Francisco, it exudes from your very being. We just saw each other at the Chinese New Year parade the other day, and my Lord, I mean, my gosh, I was tired, he was not tired, and I don't understand that. So, and of course, I just want to acknowledge Mayor Brown. Mayor Brown is, sorry, Mr. Mayor, but he was Chinatown's first mayor. He's kind of still, he's the only mayor or person, non-Chinese person, to have a family association named after him, the Brown Family Association. But hopefully we'll have a Lurie Family Association pretty soon. So, but thank you very much for this honor. Thank you, Hala. This is unbelievable.
When we talk about public service, we also talk about people that put their lives on the line. They put their families at risk. They come home late. They make their wives and partners worry 24/7. They drop everything when the mayor asks them to, when their chiefs ask them to, when we ask them to. And a lot of times they don't get the praise that they deserve. And especially with the Muslim community, not going to lie, I went to Zohran Mandami's inauguration, and I saw hundreds of Muslim firefighters and police officers. And I was like, oh, no, we're not we have to have more Muslim police officers and firefighters in San Francisco. And some of the brothers here tonight have been doing just that, recruiting, trying to create a pipeline. So it's for the community, by the community, and making sure that we're in community. So when people look like them, when the first Afghan Assistant Chief Yosef Azim, where's Yosef? When he became the first Afghan on the streets of the Tenderloin and inspired so many different people. And so I would love to please have, and I think if someone can help us, I would love all Battalion Chief Dustin Nguyen, Officer Bilal Magdadi, come on, and then Officer Saqib Aslam and Assistant Chief Yosef Azim to come up, please. Oh, come on, you need to be standing up for these brothers. And I would love also the mayor and the police chief and the fire chief to also come up. And the sheriff. Where's our... These are Muslim brothers and sisters, patriots. And these are on the front lines every single day to protect each one of us. And they're gonna get their awards, but I really would like our battalion chief, the highest ranked Muslim in the city, to come say a few words, followed by Bilal, followed by Officer Aslam, and then also by my young brother, Yosef Azim.
Assalamu alaikum to everybody. First of all, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. First and foremost, I would like to thank you for the opportunity, and I'd like to thank Mr. Mayor, Dan and Lori. I'm a big fan of working for you and also being a resident in the city in San Francisco. I think what you're doing to our city is absolutely amazing, and I mean that from my heart. To all the supervisors, mayors, chiefs, sheriff, and to everybody here, Ramadan Mubarak. For all those that are fasting, please let it be accepted. And if you're not fasting, let's go with this month with good intent and love in our heart, with the grace of God. This is a wonderful gathering of leaders, entrepreneurs, friends, and family of San Francisco, and all the city officials to show the importance of being here to support the Muslim community. At first, when I was told that I was to be coming here to speak, I thought, what would I be getting an award for? What's the importance of being here? And then a little quote came to me that somebody said, you know, you have to see it to be it. And the importance of seeing something to pave the way for others, where you have many firsts up here. You have the first Japanese-Chinese sheriff. You have the first Nicaraguense chief of the fire department. You have the first Black chief of staff of the fire department, Ms. Adrienne Sims down here. Many may have thought that you had the first Jewish mayor, but he's actually the fourth. But it is important for all of us to pave the way for others, to make it easier. So when we have our other Muslim firefighters that want to become chiefs or want to become officers or want to become other civil servants, it's already been done. It's just easy to look forward to. Now, changing it a little bit, like this Ramadan, it's a blessing that it also falls on Women's History Month. And Louis Farrakhan once said, it's one of my favorite quotes, and it's a quote that I found out when I was probably in my 20s, and it hit me so hard that I taped it onto my wall. And he said, where there are no decent women, there are no decent men, because women are the mothers of civilization. And now I sit here saying that of having a wife, a mother, 3 daughters, and 4 sisters. So I'm surrounded by estrogen and all the time. But there's 3 women that I want to point out today and give a little acknowledgement, and I'm going to cut it short on time because I know everybody's hungry. First and foremost, I have to acknowledge my wife, my best friend of 35 years. We met when we were 11 years old in the 6th grade. I've loved her from the moment I've laid eyes on her. She's the mother of our 3 beautiful daughters. She's a phenomenal midwife and a phenomenal friend. Next, Miss Hala, to see what she is able to done for half a decade of getting so many Muslims and so many civic leaders in one room is nothing short of a miracle in my eyes, because it's what we need. And I know this is going to continue going on for hopefully decades to come, and we just have to be the ones to do that. Lastly is Miss Adrienne Sims, because without her, I don't think the fire department would have these tables here, because it was Adrienne who I've had the pleasure of knowing for over 2 decades, and I consider her a phenomenal friend and family. We've been able to work together in the battalion chief buggy, run incidents, fires, and emergencies, but she's the one that made the introduction to Ms. Hala. She's the one that makes sure the fire department always has a seat at the table and is represented here. So thank you very much for your friendship. Lastly, I want to say you have to use this as a networking opportunity. It's like we should never look down on anybody in this room or anybody in the city unless we're willing to extend a hand and pick them up. And so we have all these Muslims here in this room that are next to all these allies. Ms. Hala kind of stole my allies thing. Maybe I stole it from her. But we have plenty of allies in this room. And when we see our supervisors and we see our friends and family here, it's like utilize that. And one of our allies here to me, and an inspiration to me, is Fire Chief Dean Crispin. From what I could be wrong, but I believe this is his 3rd Iftar. The 2nd Iftar, to my knowledge, was last week at Shalimar with Brother Bilal, the supervisor. He invited us out. But his first Iftar was right here in this room a year ago today, or a year ago for this event. And when I say we have allies and support, when you have leaders such as this in this room, and I say, Chief, why don't you come pray Maghrib prayer with us? And without hesitation, this man over here said, absolutely, show me how it's done. And he came over as an ally and sat with us in the room over and gave salat with his fellow Muslim brothers. So let's please keep that in mind when we're looking at the people around us and our leaders that are around us, and acknowledge that. Thank you very much for your time. Wherever you are, we'll follow you.
One more round of applause. We're running a little late, so we're gonna rush it up a little. Matt, I know he's assembly member to you all, but he's my brother, my friend, and one of the biggest allies. I've known Matt since 2007, and he never says why. He's like, what, when, how? How can I support your community? How can I support your Muslim community? How can I support our brothers and sisters? There hasn't been a bigger champion in the Muslim and Arab community in the past 20 years than former Board of Education, former supervisor, and now Assemblyman Matt Haney. Please give him a round of applause.
Thank you, Hala, my sister. Ramadan Mubarak. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings to everyone who's gathered here today, and especially those of you who are observing this holy month. I have to say that this is always a very humbling event because you look around you here and you see the people who are literally holding our city together. The community leaders, the public servants, the first responders, the elected officials, the entrepreneurs, the janitors, the city workers. And then you realize that many of these folks have been fasting every day and still doing that work for all of us. And that's what I think for all those of us who are allies makes this also a sacred and holy time for us as well. We know that our neighbors who show up every day for our city are at this time going through an incredibly holy practice of reflection, of sacrifice, and that is going to bring them a new level of purpose that we all are going to benefit from. But it should be a time for all of us to think about what we are going to sacrifice at this time, because we are not living in ordinary times right now. There is war after war. There are millions of people right now who are observing this month, afraid of missiles and bombs over their heads, under the shadow of war. There are people in our own city who are struggling, living on the street, who are sick or in need of food, who are worrying that they are not going to be able to access the health care that they have come to rely on. That is happening here, and so that is a responsibility that all of us have to reflect on. And for me, what I would say, what I've come out of as I was walking over here, the response to that is not just a return to the status quo. The things that we oppose, war, hatred, Islamophobia, racism, poverty, the response to that is not just, let's just go back to the status quo. When we see the attacks at the highest level on Muslim people, scapegoating our neighbors, it's not just, well, let's speak out against that. Let's take action. Let's actually stand up and demonstrate and actualize our values. Because even here in California, and there were many of us who were here just a few hours ago announcing this, even here in California, despite the fact that there are over 500,000 Muslim Californians, in our state, Eid is treated just like any other day. It is not recognized as a state holiday. And so if you're a worker, if you're a student, you have to choose between missing the time with your family, missing the time with your friends, missing this very holy celebration, or losing out because people are punished or denied the opportunity to be able to take that time. So today we announced, because of Hala's leadership and because of the leadership of many people in this room, AB 2017, which will finally make Eid a state holiday in California. And so what I want to say to all of you here, to our Muslim brothers and sisters, our neighbors, our friends, our colleagues, It is not just enough to say, I disagree with what they're saying in the White House. I disagree with, if you open up Twitter today, and I recommend you do not do that, what is being said about Muslim people. I disagree with that. We have to do better than that. We have to actually make sure that all of our Muslim neighbors and children and families can be not just included, but celebrated, fully able to observe their holy days, protected in being able to worship, and that they feel belonging, inclusion, safety at every level. And that requires us to take action. And so I'm very grateful. Again, none of that would have happened if it wasn't for Hala Hijazi, who brought that forward. And I hope to be able to be here next year with all of you, celebrating after we get that bill signed, and be able to have dinner together at this iftar, and be able to say that finally we have made Eid a official public holiday in California. I want to welcome up, no, who am I? Who am I introducing? Who am I? Oh, nobody. Okay, she told me I was introducing someone before. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here, for your service, for your commitment to our city and its values, and I hope that all of you have an easy fast, and I look forward to breaking bread with you all tonight. Thank you.
Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. I'm the nobody that he was going to introduce. I'm here to introduce students from the San Francisco Islamic School. We have a special presentation for you all before we call the adhan, which is the call to prayer. Our first student, our student body president, Noor, is going to give us a little talk about what Ramadan means to her. And then after that, we have a little special assembly, special presentation for our men and women who have been serving the city as either fire department or in the police department. We have something special for you to kind of break the norms a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoy that. So without further ado, I would like to call student body president Noor Masood from the San Francisco Islamic School.
Assalamu alaikum, or greetings everyone. My name is Noor Masood. I'm in 8th grade, and I am student body president at my school, San Francisco Islamic School. I hope you are all enjoying your evening so far, and thank you for attending this iftar. I have a quick question. What do you think about when asked about the teachings of Ramadan? Most will think patience, some will think discipline. Although those are both important parts of Ramadan, gratitude or shukur is also very important. It shows how grateful we are to God. From being thankful for food on our plates, water in our cups, to the earth around you. It leads to lots of benefits and great actions. One of the biggest actions that is led by gratitude is charity. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man fattara sa'iman kana lahu mithla ajrihi." This means whoever fed a fasting person received the same reward they receive. I want to mention something. In this month, we learn to be grateful, and when we fast, we develop sympathy to those who don't have food or water, and some resources that we have. Gratitude is very important. Teachings in this month of Ramadan. And I hope you remember to be grateful and thankful for what you have in Ramadan and after. Thank you all.
take 30 to 40 students to Angel Island every year, and it's a living history program, so they have to do everything. The soldiers who were stationed in Angel Island, they have to do the same thing, and that includes marching. All right, slants, cover. Ready, two. Parade, rest. Attention. About pace. About pace. Forward. Arc. Left, 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 right, left. Left, 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 right, left. Company, hold. Forward. Arc. Left, 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 right, left. Left, 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 right, left. Everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. People ought to know. We are respectful. Respectful and responsible. Company, hold. Forward. Arc. We pass